Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk. You me funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! And he's joining me right now to talk about the new show streaming, or new movie streaming on the Roku channel as of today. It's a holiday classic in the making. It is Jingle Bell Love, and he is Joey McIntyre. Joey, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Let's talk about the movie, man. Jingle Bell Love. It's out today. People can see it. Give them a quick synopsis of what they can expect when they dive into this on the Roku channel.
Yeah, well, I play a single dad to this wonderful girl who's a great actor. Her name's Delilah Chambers. And I have this new girlfriend. She doesn't like her. My daughter doesn't like her very much. And we can sort of see why. So she wants to find me a new girlfriend, you know, that she thinks is a lot better than how I'm doing now. And as I say, a Christmas miracle may or may not happen. You'll have to tune in.
Well, what I loved about the movie, man, is yes, all the things that you just said. The acting performances are good. It's feel good, you know, for this time of year. And I just feel like these holiday films, man, they always grab me. It doesn't matter what the premise is. It doesn't matter what the plot is. If it's set with Christmas and there's some joy in there, it's always going to draw me in.
It's sweet. Yeah, I think that's why they're so popular. You know, we want to kind of get away and engage in that, you know, childlike love where, you know, we can just take a beat and think about joy and good stuff.
Yeah, man. Is that like your attraction to a role like this? Because you've, in the last several years, been cranking out a lot of acting projects on film, television. Was that kind of your draw to this? It's a holiday film. It's joy.
Well, I can't say specifically, except one of the writers, Stephanie Black, is a friend of mine. We live in LA together. We've done projects before, and she asked me if I wanted to be involved, and I was like, sure. And we started, you know, tweaking the script a little bit, and it's just a great story. And next thing you know, we're in Montreal shooting this Christmas movie, and you know, they're speaking French up there, so it was even more romantic, if you can imagine that. And it's a good one. I was pleased at the way it was told and the way, you know, we made the movie.
Now, whenever there's a movie like this, though, like Christmas films in general, holiday films, they have that ability to be perpetual, right? To have legs on them and be around. Yeah. I know that it's kind of like music, right? A song is around forever, and a holiday film can really be around forever.
Yeah. I guess that it's that term evergreen, you know, and it works even better for Christmas. But yeah, it's nice that, you know, every year this is, you know, going to be available. And I think, you know, everybody has their favorites, and hopefully this will get on the favorite list.
Well, what are some of your favorites? What are your go-tos holiday season? You know, are you a planes, trains guy? Are you a Christmas vacation guy?
It's hard not to say Home Alone, you know what I mean? Home Alone is that, it's got it is Christmas, but there's a lot else going on in the story, obviously. My kids love that movie, so I'd have to put that at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's another one too. When it gets to the part where they're doing the trapped house and they're going through Pesci and
Yeah.
them, it's always funny. Like I've seen
Yeah.
the joke 1,000 times and it still lands.
Yeah. And all that, the scenes at the Plaza Hotel in New York. We got my wife and I got married there, and I've lived in New York a lot of, my life. So I have that attachment too.
Now, when you approach acting, just because you've done acting for a long time now, a few decades, but coming from stage performance, I know you did theater before, even before you joined New Kids, you were doing theater throughout your career there. Is there a transition period that's kind of a little bit difficult? Because the only reason I ask is being a stage performer, what are you always taught? It's like project to the back row, make sure the back row feels like they're in the front row, be big, bring everyone in. And then you do acting and the camera's right here. Like it's right up to your face.
Yeah. No, that is true. I think, the transition from singing and performing, making music to theater is easier. I think to your point though, once you get on TV, that idea that you don't have to do much, those great actors really do it all in their eyes somehow, so I've gotten more and more comfortable with that. I think, less is more, but the intention is the same. I think that's why you have to do your homework on the character and at least, develop a backstory so you can really have a sense of who this person is that you can lean on as you're, doing take after take.
Is it hard to sometimes turn your brain off whenever you're either listening to a song or watching an acting performance and go, oh man, I see how they did that. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good trick. Whether it be the way they layer a harmony, where they go from a bridge to a hook, or like you said, that you're watching De Niro act with his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I think I'm drawn to people that just do it naturally, you know what I mean? That aren't thinking too much, I think we can tell when a performer is thinking too much. And it's sometimes we do as performers, we sometimes think too much. We're not as comfortable. That's why I love sometimes right now I'm in an off-Broadway show and I'm doing, the same show 8 shows a week, but you learn from it. You know what I mean? You learn every day and you learn more about the role and the story. And it's a process,
Yeah, you try not to have that analysis paralysis where you're thinking too much about it. You can't move at all. I definitely understand that. Now, when it comes to the Broadway shows that you've done and participated in, whether it be Wicked, I know you did the Tick Tick Boom. You're doing is it Drag right now, the musical? Is that kind of feel like all your passions married into one because you have this live show, musical theater? It's kind of everything baked into one pot.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, the only, the thing is you have to do it 8 shows a week, so nothing, it's all balance, right? I mean, life is that way, but yes, it does bring it all, all the stuff I love. And I grew up in community theater. I love theater. I just love the process, the way you learn about so much different people. It taught me a lot about life. And it at the end of the day, it's just fun. You know what I mean? I think everybody's there, especially in theater. They're there because they love it. They're there because they have to do it. It's pretty much not about the paycheck in theater. It's because you love doing it. And when that's the case, I just think it's just more of a natural experience.
Well, whether it be in the, doing musical theater, doing a tour with New Kids, being on set, it's all kind of the same thing in the sense of it's everybody having to think singularly but act collectively to get to this greater goal. And everyone has to know their role.
Yeah. Yeah, no question. I think, walking the balance of, having ideas. I mean, I've been around a while, so turns out I bring a lot to the table, and I'm glad that I work with people that think that way, but also you got to know when to draw the line and not share too much and let people do their jobs and, just, be a part of the collaborative team like you're talking about.
For Jingle Bell Love, when people watch it, when they stream it, for here, evergreen, in perpetuity, what do you want people to take away from it most?
Well, And there's certainly a tenderness to it. The song that I wrote for the movie A Brand New Christmas is, it's about, life, and it's the ups and downs of life and the struggles we go through, and trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that strength and power of hope, hanging on that there is a better day coming, and that's kind of what this movie is all about.
Well, the movie was great. I really enjoyed it. I hope everybody checks it out. And thanks so much, Joey, for taking time to talk to us this morning.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.